Can we watch this really quickly? I'm not sure how many of you guys saw this. I'm assuming
I want to
at least some of you have seen this.
apologize for things that I genuinely got wrong. For example,
we're planning to go to Israel in June with my parents, and I'm actually really excited to go there. I want to show you guys how beautiful, how multicultural, how like free it feels for people, or just it's a beautiful place. It is. It's one of the most diverse places I've ever been.
looking back, I definitely feel ashamed for the way I spoke about Israel.
So for anyone who missed it, this is missing a little bit of lore, I feel like. So I want to fill you guys in on some of the lore. How free it feels. Can I show you guys? After I think like years of people posting negative commentary on Ethan Klein on TikTok, it can't possibly be that people just don't like Ethan Klein because he says things that piss people off. It must be instead some other thing. Some other thing. We haven't figured it out yet. We put our best scientists on the case. We don't know what it could be. But it's definitely not anything that he could be doing. It has to be everybody else. It must be. The TLDR is that Ethan Klein is tired of people being mean to him on TikTok, even though he runs like one of the biggest harassment campaigns, or he's been running one of the biggest harassment campaigns I've seen in like, I don't even know how long, especially against like, can I just say like Casey Tron has been such a trooper throughout everything. Like she's really been holding her head up high. I want to pull it up. Casey Tron, friend of the channel, opened up about, let me see if I can pull it up. Here we go. He allied up with Keemstar and Quarter Pounder. It was so weird. So Casey Tron made this post. I've been meaning to read this for a while, so I wanted to read it with you guys. She says, since Ethan Klein has alluded to me being a piece of shit, a bitch, an awful person, or whatever else he said about me, since many of you don't know who I am, including Ethan, who's only suing me because of my proximity to Hassan, I wanted to take the chance to control my own narrative and tell my own story. She said, as many of you probably know, being predisposed to poverty exposes you front and center to things like drug abuse and domestic violence. Twitch was a way out for me. I went viral on Twitch in 2013 right off the heels of Gamergate. I turned all of the misogyny that I received as a female gamer into a satirization of what misogynists thought girl gamers were. I went viral and I became Casey Tron. During my peak on Twitch, not only was I targeted by the platform itself, but I was swatted, I was doxxed, had photoshopped news sent to my family members, anything you can think of. During that time, I was receiving mass hate online with no support, even from the platform I streamed on. I was facing even darker realities in real life. I was taken care of and I had lost my grandmother. I was also trying to help my mom leave an extremely abusive relationship and get clean. The doxing, the swatting, the abuse, it all went on behind the scenes. I was too afraid to ever speak on it publicly back then, in fear that I would just be made fun of and expose myself to further harassment. Looking back, I regret that young 23-year-old me didn't ask for help. Maybe it wouldn't have gotten so bad. So this was during peak Gamergate era. I'm not sure how many of you guys remember this shit. But like, it was not a good time to be on the internet as a woman. It was not a good time. I was kind of like blessed that I just barely skipped it, that I was on the internet, but I was mostly just like playing MMOs and like scrolling Tumblr. So like, I didn't feel the brunt of really any of it. I want to continue to shed some light on some of the stuff I was dealing with in private. The day of my grandmother's funeral, my mom came to the ceremony with two black eyes the size of softballs. He broke into her house and attacked her while she was in the shower. The years that followed were full of more emergency calls from my mother, more horrific abuse, and there I was completely powerless to help her leave, powerless to help her press charges, constantly confronted by her abuser, heckled by him. Quote, yeah, I beat the fuck out of your mom and you can't do anything about it. Fact. And then I would come home, turn on the stream, and like nothing happened, go into character and disassociate, anticipating the next call, fearing it would be the one where I was told my mom was found dead. I cannot begin to describe how much the holding place I'm in now, with all the financial harm I'm being exposed to by an ego-driven man with malicious intent, brings me back to a place of feeling powerless. This next year is going to be extremely mentally draining for me. It's already kicking me into fight or flight, back into that very same survival mode I lived in for 4 long years. The type of survival that privileged people crying over internet criticisms will never know. In 2016, I was able to qualify for a loan and I bought my first and only home in foreclosure for a whopping $100K. We quickly moved in. I even bought a home with enough space for my family, a place that could be a safe haven for my mother and away from her abuser. My disabled sister was finally able to get her own room. My father took over the unfinished basement and garage at just the age of 26. I was using the small success I had to house my entire family who was literally facing homelessness had I not taken action. In 2017, I met the love of my life, somebody who fully accepted me and all of the burdens I had taken on. We got unofficially married at the Walmart in Branson last month. Almost 10 years later, this is
Sounds hot. Oh, I'm gonna fuck him.
more, not right now, Ethan. This is not the time. I get that it's all you think about, but this is not the time. Kerr, thank you for the gift sub. Almost 10 years later, and this is more than just a home to me. This is the shelter and the stability I never had, but I always longed for. The thought of losing a space that I thought I was gonna grow old in, that I hand remodeled alongside my father, that kept my family from homelessness. The thought of losing it all because of one man's ego is extremely difficult to comprehend. I've carried many burdens in my life, but never one where the suffering feels so pointless. Ethan Klein is gleefully exposing me to hundreds of thousands of dollars in legal fees, as many of his fans and onlookers claim I deserve to lose everything I own and be homeless because I'm a, quote, awful person. I feel scared, isolated, and the burden of telling my family the reality that we're facing weighs heavy. I've been the matriarch of my family since my grandma passed away when I was just 23, the one that everyone can go to, the one who has it together. This is literally the kind of devastating shit you have to tell your family that men blow their brains out over. I'm going to fight for my ability to keep my home and stay on top of these mountains of legal fees with everything that I have. I'm just going to need as much support as I can possibly get along the way. I'm taking one more mental health day. I'm sorry to all the real ones about all the time away. I just really need to fully comprehend what I'm about to be up against. Also, the next year isn't going to hold many breaks for me. Love and light on up for me. P.S. You matter. Your struggle matters. All of our struggles matter. Fight the good fight. Solidarity forever. And like, can I just say, the idea that anyone on this fucking planet is pretending for even one fucking second that this would go the other way, it's so obscene. It's so obscene. Is this really all because she watched the content? Correct. Correct. Like the idea that, well, you know, you watch this video and that's like the only time you've even engaged with Ethan Klein ever, so you deserve to lose everything. Who is this? This is Casey Tron. Actually, you and your whole family deserve to be homeless because I don't like how you reacted. Like that coupled with like the clips of Ethan Klein talking about how when he was sued for copyright infringement, that he had this whole speech on like, it's crazy that people who have more money than you can just abuse you like this. That he knows what he's doing and he's doing it anyways. And like the level of like mold that these people have towards Casey Tron is insane. It's like, actually, it's fucking insane. Where it's like, yeah, well, I guess you should have thought about that. Now you and the rest of your family get to be homeless. Congrats. It's like, are you supposed to be the good guys here? That's what the good guys say. You don't like what someone says on the internet, and this is appropriate to you. This is the punishment that meets the crime to you. Okay. Normal. It can't possibly be that stories like Casey Tron's resonate with people on Twitter more than Ethan Klein resonates with people on Twitter when he says things like, I'm going to go visit Israel and show you guys how wonderful of a place it is. It can't possibly be that people on TikTok who might see some of this stuff, who might see some of his treatment towards maybe Trisha Paytas, or his treatment towards like Casey Tron, or his treatment towards Frogan, or his treatment towards me, or his treatment towards the countless people that he's gotten to like internet beefs with. It can't be that they see that and think, what the fuck? Like, why are you doing this shit? Why are you acting this way? Like, this is the most petty nonsense you can engage in. But instead of it possibly being that people don't find him enjoyable and that people don't like or respect him, and that's why they don't like him on TikTok, and the TikTok algorithm doesn't just promote exclusively right-wing content, he's decided, well, I just need to make a strong enough comeback on TikTok to show everybody that I'm not the crazy person and that everybody else is insane.
Beautiful soul. Oh, yeah, this is... So I kind of mentioned I'm bringing the fight back to TikTok, guys. And I love these videos, and I want to encourage everybody in the H3 family to get out there on TikTok, show support to these videos, post videos. Now is the time to fight this war. We have to show people that we are not the crazy psychopath community that they think we are.
Guys, everybody, let's go to TikTok. Let's show them all that we're not the crazy people that they think we are. That's incredible. That is amazing. So one of his first TikToks back, I think it's like one of the first 3 or 4 TikToks back, he decided to make a video talking about
It came back to
how he's sorry, how he's so sorry about his comments on Israel.
TikTok to defend myself against wild accusations, but I also came back because I want to apologize for things that I genuinely got wrong. For example,
We're planning to go to Israel in June with my parents, and I'm actually really excited to go there. I want to show you guys how beautiful, how multicultural, how like free it feels for people, or just it's a beautiful place. It is. It's one of
It's so insane. Oh, sorry.
the most diverse places I've ever been.
looking back,
I'm letting the full clip play. I know this is a crazy concept for the people at the H3 show. They can only play clips in like 2-second increments and then say, nothing to say, say something, say something. They don't understand the concept of like when you pause the video, the person can't speak. You can't actually hear what they're going to say when the video is paused. So, you know, you guys have all heard the,
no comment.
you know, again, when the video is paused, you can't hear what they're saying. I like to let people speak so I can respond fully. An interesting, bold move, letting someone speak for more than 2 seconds at a time. Moving on. The most obscene part about all this is like people like me, people like Hassan, people like Chris Kunzler, people like Noah Sampson criticized this moment and said, dude, what the
You
fuck?
guys,
What do you mean you're going to show everyone how beautiful and how diverse Israel is? Listen, what they're doing in Gaza is wrong, but it's really beautiful and really diverse. So I can't wait to show you guys. I'm going to take the kids on this vacation. That's like, what? Hey guys, I get what Nazi Germany is doing is really like fucked up and I don't condone it. You know, I voted against Hitler. Okay, I don't like him. And I would vote against him again. But I really want to show you guys how diverse Germany is. Like, dude. And he acted very confused when people said that he would espouse liberal Zionist talking points. Predominantly, I believe that criticism was from Hassan, but that's what he meant. This is evidence of what he meant, that like you're whitewashing and you're doing PR for this genocidal state for no fucking reason, for literally no reason other than to show everyone how amazing it is. Like you're both siding this conflict when in reality, you should be doing no good propaganda for Israel ever because they're doing a genocide. There should be no effort to talk about how beautiful Israel is when they're doing a genocide. And if he had like tried to listen to any of the people who criticized him and like learn and grow from any of the people who criticized him on this take, he wouldn't be making this fucking apology video now.
I definitely feel ashamed for the way I spoke about Israel with such levity at the time that a genocide was happening. I completely understand why people could watch this clip and judge me harshly for it. I want to apologize to anyone in the Palestinian diaspora or anybody that's been affected by this war that felt that I was trivializing the suffering, the horror that you've gone through. And for that, I deeply am sorry, and I'm ashamed of this clip. I came back to TikTok.
Unfortunately, the comments are not doing so hot. Used to be a fan. I'm ashamed of my past self. IDK, I've seen better apologies with ukuleles. Oh, the money is really drying up. A bunch of reaction images with like side eyes. His pockets must be hurting.
Hot. Oh, I'm gonna fuck him.
Not enough hate under this post. Please accept my ChatGPT apology and watch my podcast again so I can keep making millions of dollars off you. Holy damage control. And then this one person. Ethan W. as usual. Keep it up.
Denims is streaming.
Yeah, I mean, like, this is like a fraction of the hate that he's inflicted on other people. Like, I'm sorry, I still haven't forgotten the fact that Mika's Rhetoric made one video, one mild video, sort of gently breaking down some of the stuff that's happened over the past, like, decade, who Ethan Klein is, why people are upset, how she disagrees. And he harassed her so hard and her videos got so brigaded and her entire page got so brigaded, all of her pages got so brigaded, she literally said, I'm not going to make videos anymore. I'm sorry. Please just leave me alone. Like, this is literally a fraction of the harassment he has given to other people. One guy made a comment, literally one Instagram comment, and then they doxed, and he just doxed his ex-fan. Yeah. It's just like, oh, but his full name was public. So it's not doxing. It's like, he went after psychology in Seattle of all people. That was like the most fucked up shit too. It's really cute that he tried to like blame all of that on iDubbbz when like Ian actually tried to make, like, I remember watching the content cap and thinking, this is too nice. But I get the angle that Ian is trying to go for. He's trying to say, listen, I want to give you like another try to like recognize the hurt that you've been dishing out. Of course, it was wasted
Denims
effort.
is streaming.
But that's why he brought on Psychology in Seattle. And like, we got a chance to watch that video before Psychology in Seattle took that video down. But like, it was the most mild. It was like, I don't even know if you can call that video mild. Like, that was the nicest I think someone has ever been in their entire life trying to criticize Ethan Klein ever. Like, the entirety of it was shrouded in empathy for the position that Ethan Klein is in, and he got harassed anyways. Why is it that there are like multiple people who have had to like message Ethan Klein and be like, can you just please make the harassment stop? And his response is, should have thought about that before you fucked with me. It's like, whoa, dude. Like, I not to be a little bitch ass baby, but like the comments, this shit always like fucks my shit up a little bit. But it was like the messages between Trisha Paytas and Ethan Klein, where Trisha Paytas is saying like, please just leave me alone. Like, I don't know what I did to deserve this. Just please, please, please leave me alone. That was like sick. That was like actually like sickening. I'm begging and pleasuring for the last time to never mention me in passing again. Moses is now being falsely accused. I was a child and the family had no idea. And now they're getting harassed because you guys are allowing the subreddit to post his name. I'm happy the frenemies was taking down. I was told inaccurate information as I often misspoke on situations that I just believe without researching. I had reported this as a teenager. There were reports of it. Every single time you guys make jabs at me, the hate riles up. They've doxed Moses' ex-wives. They are tweeting to Morley's dance company that he's a... All of it is coming from the H3 subreddit. Your continued mocking of me. I have ceased talking about you. I will never got the rest of my life mention your name and will ignore every question. This is too much. This girl has a lawyer to sue Moses of... Let me see if I can pull this up. And then Ethan says, you need to make a statement on the Mr. Riley stuff. And she says, you do not get to tell me what I need to talk about. I've talked about this with his family. They were unaware of the report I made as a child. They wanted to go away. You do not get to tell me how I handle my sexual assault. This is FYI, not a private chat, so don't assume you have the rights of privacy, and I will share these screenshots if necessary. And Trisha Paytas replies, wow, I am pleading for you to just stop. Please. I am pleading. This is not funny, any of it. It's actually distress. Please, I am begging you to just stop talking about me. Please. I tried calling you, Ethan. Please. Anything you want to say in writing, please? I'm saying it. I'm pleading for you to stop. Why can't you? Okay, then no need for phone. Why can't you just leave me alone, please? You can record our call. I don't care. I'm sincerely begging for this to be over. This is someone they had. I mean, I guess it's not surprising in hindsight now, because I was going to say this is someone they had a podcast with, a successful podcast with. But then he did the same thing to Hassan. So I guess, yeah. But Hila replied in this group chat saying, my mom is having a mental breakdown and my whole family is basically broken down. Welcome to the club. You're not the only victim here. Start taking responsibility for your own actions and stop blaming us for everything that's happening to you. And same for Moses, who is not in this chat, but I'm sure he's reading it. And Trisha Paytas said, I have, and I stopped. I stopped. Little too late. Please just do the same. It's not. It just keeps going and going and going. What do you want? Moses in jail for a crime he didn't commit? And then Hila says, sorry, you don't get to tell us what to do. I am not. I'm asking, like pleading. Ethan says, so how do you know he didn't do it? Like, it's just like, leaves me a little speechless. Okay. He does this shit and then he complains. The things he complains about are like literally Vanilla Mace saying his shitty clothes brand isn't cool. It's like, I wonder why the comments on your TikToks are negative. Is it that people have noticed a pattern of behavior that you have with other people and that you air out all of your personal beefs and drama and whatever, whenever you can? Or is it just a random hate for no reason? And it's just happening for absolutely no reason. It's just an unjust crime against you for no reason at all. It must be anti-Semitism. Like, are we fucking serious right now? Like literally, are we fucking serious? My crime, by the way, chat, my real crime is that I like to laugh. That's my real crime. I know, and I'm aware that that's why people get mad at me. It's because I laugh at them. And Casey's crime, being too based and taking bong hits. The punishment for getting high, jail. My laugh too loud, my ass too fat, my bitch is too bad. It's tough. It's tough being me. It is tough. Casey's actual crime is being funnier than Ethan. She's really funny. She's actually iconic, dude. Anyways, all of that was to say this apology isn't going to work when people are judging you based on your current actions today. So this apology doesn't mean anything because, like, I mean, there's a commenter that says it, which is like, you're going to need to apologize for a lot more things first. Stream too tough, chat too poppin'. But it's just like, I've said this since day one. If I make fun of someone on my stream, if I make fun of Tectone, I expect Tectone fans to come in here and type the only words that they know, which is Tectone W, because they are incapable of coming up with any other sentences. I expect that. It's like, that's fine with me. I understand, you know, I am reaping what I sowed. That's fine with me. Oh my goodness. The people who can barely manage to remember to breathe are being mean to me. Oh, that's so terrifying. Oh, I hate when that happens. What I don't understand is people like Ethan Klein, who this is his like bread and butter. His bread and butter has been since like day one of like YouTube, making fun of other people. That if you see that someone is cringe, you do a light riffing and you make fun of them. But you can't be someone who's incapable, someone who dishes it out, but is incapable of taking it. Oh, the men who are terrified of washing their asses are bullying me. Yeah, Tectone fans. It's like, oh no, that's so scary. So it's just like, I've never understood this. I've never understood this. This is like actually the only thing that I've ever given credit to Asmongold for, which is he can take it. Okay. People make fun of him for being a freak, for being a roach king, for being a rat king, for being a goblin, for being disgusting, for being a piece of shit, for like being a million things. And he's just like, yeah, well, you should see the raccoon that's currently decaying in my bathtub. It's like, you know, I guess at least you can handle people making fun of you. I can't understand the reality of someone who happily makes fun of other people, but can't handle anyone making fun of them. Like, whatever. Who? Come on, dude. Oh no, people are saying that you're a doo-doo head on the internet. That's so awful. Ugh. So brutal. The way I can't even tell if the raccoon story's real.
Thank you, Ethan Klein. You are my best friend. You are the rent payer. You are the legend. Thank you, Ethan Klein. You are my best friend.